Track 2 on the Chasing Sunsets EP is a song called Yesterday's Song. The title for Yesterday's Song came about completely by accident. I was chatting with a friend and I think I said something along the lines of I was working on a song yesterday but it didn't really go how I wanted to, so now it's just Yesterday's Song. And we both looked at each other and went, that's a cool name for a song. I had no idea what the song would be about, but I knew I wanted a song called Yesterday's Song. And then at the same time I actually happened to be working on a different song which became Yesterday's Song. Yesterday's Song is a part 2 to a song I released back in 2016 called She. Cut to a bit of the song here.
Oh, I wish that she was mine. Oh, I wish that she was mine.
When I told a friend that Yesterday's Song was part 2 to the song She, they turned around to me and they said, oh, it's the She-quel. Like, sequel. So now that's its unofficial name. It's She-quel, not Yesterday's Song. And then, about 2 months before I released the Chasing Sunsets EP, I re-released 5 songs from that old album, which was called Light in the Dark. And redid them acoustically because it was a kind of 5-year celebration. And I released that song She again, like this, cut to song.
Oh, I wish that she was mine. Oh, I wish that she was mine.
And so I was writing Yesterday's Song and I realised it had a similar structure to She. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to kind of do a part 2 to a song, and I'd never really done that before. And if you listen to the structures of the song, they're very, very similar. She starts off very quiet with just an acoustic, and then slowly brings in the instruments as it goes through verse, chorus. Then you get the solo where everything's quite loud, and then it goes back to a quiet chorus at the end. And Yesterday's Song was kind of following the same path. It starts with just an acoustic and a drum, stays on acoustic for the chorus, and then when verse 2 comes in, you start to get the electric guitars, it starts to build up a little bit, and you have the next chorus, and then it's nice and loud again in the solo. So it's kind of like the next one up in the story. The story is continuing to get louder, it's continuing to grow. That's what I hear in my mind anyway. Another similarity between Yesterday's Song and She is that all the lines in the verses on both songs basically start with the word she. And when I was writing Yesterday's Song, I wanted to kind of continue that kind of style. And if you listen to the solo in Yesterday's Song, I tried to play the guitar in a similar way to the way I played it on She back in 2016. That was quite fun to do because I feel like in the past sort of 5 or 6 years my guitar playing has improved, and it was quite fun to sort of almost go back in time and play like I used to. That makes sense in my mind. Yesterday's Song features one of my favourite lyrics personally that I've ever written. I'm not going to say which lyric it is because spoilers, but I will say it is in verse 2 and it's towards the end. So if you're not sure what line it is, go listen, and if you really want to know, drop a comment on this video and maybe I'll tell you which is my favourite line. We'll see. The story behind She is that it was a song about liking a girl and wondering if she felt the same way, and probably not feeling the same way. But then Yesterday's Song is the more hopeful side of it, of actually she might feel the same way, and it's sort of also saying let's talk about it in the morning. It's written from the point of view of it all happened yesterday, hence the line come find me in the morning, which means that the story of the song took place yesterday. Make sense? Because it only just does in my head. In its simplest form, that's what the song is about. Maybe I'll write part 3, which is called In the Morning, and that can be what happened. Did they get together? Did they not get together? Who knows? I don't know, the song's not about me, so the song could be about anyone. One of the influences on Yesterday's Song is a band called All Time Low. May not sound like they would influence that kind of song, but they do. And one of their songs played a major part, strangely, of being an influence on Yesterday's Song. Yesterday's song is part of my latest EP, Chasing Sunsets, which is available to stream and download now on all major platforms.
I haven't given up on this chance yet to take it all.